Coming into the 2022 season, there was no doubt in anybody's mind that Red Bull saw Max Verstappen as their driver for the present and the future. But now that we're 7 races into the season, people's perceptions have undoubtedly changed, with Sergio Checo Perez showing that he too can compete for the world title. But with competition comes drama, as Max's father Jos Verstappen has been vocal as of late, accusing Red Bull of having biases towards Checo. But who does Red Bull want to see raising the world title? And were Jos' accusations perfectly warranted? Stick around to find out. Max's father, Jos Verstappen, was a former F1 driver himself, so he is perfectly aware about the inner politics that goes within an F1 team. Last week's race at Monaco from the outside looked like another success for the Red Bull team, with Checo getting his first win at Monaco and Max finishing in 3rd, securing another podium finish. But that is not how Jos Verstappen sees it. Jos' recent blog post on maxverstappen.com caught every F1 fan and pundit's attention when he had expressed in a blog post his take on how the Monaco Grand Prix went for the team and his son. In his words, Red Bull achieved a good result, but at the same time exerted little influence to help Max to the front. That he finished 3rd, he owes to Ferrari's mistake at that second stop of Charles Leclerc. The championship leader, Max, was not helped in that sense by the chosen strategy. It turned completely to Checo's favour. That was disappointing to me, and I would have liked it to be different for the championship leader. I would have liked them to go for Max, but of course I am not entirely objective. I think 10 points from Max have been thrown away here. For many fans, these comments by Jos came as one of the many contentious comments that Jos is known for making, so most fans have learned to tune his comments out. But just to play devil's advocate for a second, was there even an opportunity for Red Bull to switch the 2 drivers around in a track like Monaco? Many analysts would say that if Red Bull were to intentionally prioritise Verstappen, their best bet during the race was to pit Verstappen for intermediates first and not Perez, giving Verstappen the best chance to get past Perez. But with the uproar that Red Bull had faced the previous weekend at Barcelona, it is understandable that the team would not have the courage to do such a thing, as it would hurt the team's image and may push Checo over the edge, whom they find valuable for the team's success. Speaking of Checo, this win at Monaco would be his first win at Monte Carlo, and would be the first race Checo would win over Verstappen in their 18-month partnership at Red Bull. After the win, Checo would only trail Ferrari's Charles Leclerc by 6 points at 2nd place, and trail his teammate Verstappen by only 15 points at 1st. This tight battle between the top 3 have fans excited for a possible 3-way to battle for the title, which then puts Red Bull between a rock and a hard place as to who they should inevitably lean towards when both their drivers battle for the title. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner would be asked about this in an interview, to which he would reply with, "It doesn't matter to us which of the 2 is world champion. Of course, the constructors is enormously important, but whether it's Max or Checo, they're both Red Bull drivers, and they've both got the same chance. Of course, it's a long season, and it will have its ebbs and flows. But it's great to have both drivers right at the sharp end. Checo is in the form of his career. He's doing a great job, and it's not a one-off. I mean, we saw his pole position in Jeddah, and he's really hitting a rich vein of form. So that's fantastic for us, but we need both drivers working the way they are together." Christian would also ease the fans' anger about what had happened in the misunderstanding with Checo at Barcelona, saying, "We discussed obviously immediately following the race in Barcelona, and there was absolutely zero issue. He understood very clearly what the picture was. I think he's just in a great space at the moment. His confidence is high, he's driving very well, and the time difference between him and Max is much closer." Verstappen would also be asked on the possible repercussions his relationship with Checo may face when they eventually become embroiled in a title battle. To this, he would reply with, "Why would that change? We work really well as a team. We always try to optimize the car and work for the team, and we can accept when somebody does a good job or does a better job, and I think that's very important because that's how you are respectful to each other. And yeah, may the best man win at the end, right? We always, of course, trying to do the best we can on the track, but we also respect each other a lot and try to score the most possible points every single weekend for the team." As decorated of a driver Max is at a young age, F1 legend Ralf Schumacher believes that the Dutch driver has still a lot more to learn, specifically from Checo. Schumacher believes that Verstappen can learn a lot from Checo's driving style, as he believes that his style works better for the new generation of cars. In his words, he has come close to Verstappen and Charles Leclerc in the drivers' standings as a result. Here could be a three-man fight. I just don't think Sergio has the consistency of Verstappen. In Monaco, he was the better driver. Max should see this as an opportunity to learn things from his teammate. Max has a very aggressive style and has done well with heavier cars in the past. However, the new concept suits Sergio more. If a driver is good at saving tyres, he can get more out of the car. Max should try to apply Sergio's driving style to certain parts of the track, and maybe take one or two corners a little slower. But Red Bull's Chief Technical Officer, Adrian Newey, believes that Max's reputation of being a recklessly aggressive driver is unfair. In his words, his feedback is good. He knows very well what the tyres do and how to handle them. I think his reputation for being wild is unjustified. He's very easy to work with, he's very open. If you ask him to do something, he will always try. As the team head for Baku this weekend with all the momentum on their side and their rival Ferrari seemingly crumbling under pressure, Red Bull will be looking to fine-tune their R18 with the upcoming upgrades for this weekend's race. One of which is finally fixing the DRS issue Max had faced in Barcelona. Red Bull's chief engineer Paul Monahan says that the team has learned its painful lessons and is now ready to put in a permanent fix in place. In his words, "Our DRS problem was self-inflicted. I think if we are honest now, so now we've learned our rather painful lessons." There is a sigh of relief after the work that some very clever people did. The research and the checks. They did a phenomenal job in a very short period of time. The challenges change from circuit to circuit. The wait time changes, the speed of opening changes, the conditions change. I'm confident, much happier based upon what we learned coming out of Spain. I suppose the galling part is the lesson we had to be handed on a silver platter, so yeah. Take that one on the chin and move on. And while many think that the team's DRS problems were already fixed in Monaco, the fact of the matter is the top speeds at Baku will be immensely greater than the RB18 was at Monaco, with top speeds at the track's long straight reaching over 340 km an hour. Monahan believes that this coming race at Baku will be the definitive test for the RB18's reliability, saying, "Baku represents slightly different problems. Your opening speed is 160 km in Monaco. In Baku, it is 300 km. So it's not really about the weight on the flap, it is lifting it up against its own aero load. I think it would be foolish to rest on our laurels. We know what we did wrong. It was in our remit to fix it, so thus far, we're okay." Monahan would also claim that his engineers are watching Ferrari's every move closely in their development battle, saying they tend to be quite strong at low speed, and then we tend to be better in our other areas of the circuit. And there's a big visual clue if you look occasionally as to how we've achieved our lap time and they have achieved theirs. Baku will definitely be a crucial race for both Ferrari and Red Bull, and for Checo as well to possibly take the lead in the championship. Baku will also be the test to Christian's statements of choosing taking a hands-off approach to Checo and Max's battle for the world title. But what do you think? Will Red Bull pull away from Ferrari at Baku? And will things get heated between Max and Checo? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.